Hello? Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to my stream of Rooster versus MARKnLARRY. This is a DFRAG Open Series 5 opening game. Our veto has just gone through, so I'll pop that one up on the screen for you guys. Players have 15 minutes to get in the server, which means I've also got, hopefully, 15 minutes, maybe a little less to get in the server. But yeah. Hmm. Okay, right now the thing that's supposed to give me the IP is not working, but it's okay. I'll go ahead and put the match in our HUD while I see if we can get that sorted. We have Rooster versus MARKnLARRY, so hopefully should be somewhat of a competitive game. These two teams usually towards the top end of what we see in terms of OCECS as far as like ESEA League and these DFRAG events go. Two teams that are usually finishing towards the top half. They have played, I believe, two times somewhat recently. Rooster did come out on top in both of those matchups, so be interested to see if there's anything different today. Okay, cool. I think I'm connected to the server. So yeah, you can see the veto on the screen. Nothing's really happening on the server right now, so I'll just leave it on the veto screen for now. But hey, how's everyone going? Good to see we got some people in here. My slip, I have Ruffleco and ADK. What are those guys' gamer tag? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I can try and do some detective work for you if you like. Hello from Portugal, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Ruffleco and ADK, they are listed as being players that will be in this game on HLTV. I'm not sure if that's. I think they're also on the DFRAG.gg site for this. So if you're interested in keeping up with it, you can do it on HLTV or on DFRAG.gg as well. Got juices for 32 kills. We'll see. See how it goes. Okay, it looks like we've got a couple of players in the server. So right now I've got Big Chunk 7 and Reckons. I'm gonna have to figure out who's who here, I think. Big Chunk 7. Who would that be? Red again equals Ruffleco? Aha. Okay, Big Chunk 7 is Camel. That's good to know. Jezebel equals ADK. Thank you. Master Detective. I had this issue too when I streamed these games. I think most of the Rooster guys I should already have penciled in, but yeah, just not as certain on the MARKnLARRY side. But I think I should have it sorted out. So once we get in game, the HUD should be showing the names that you guys want to see. Chelios is Chelios. Wow. I'm glad you were there to sort that one out for us. That was tricky. Sorry, let me just check and make sure I've got this right. So Fred again is Ruffleco? Jezebel's ADK, I think. I have him saved from the last time I casted a Rooster game. Chelios, Recons, and Skull Hunter, all good. And big chunk is Zeph. So we've just got 2 more players to get in the server. And then we'll be ready to go. Oh, that reminds me, I've got photos for some of these guys that I should upload. Makes the HUD look a little bit nicer. Juices is in. 1 more player to go. Reckons? Okay. Thank you for that clarification, because I'll be honest, I was kind of uncertain on that one. It's good to have it cleared up. Almost ready to go. Reckons has long hair. There you go. Fun fact. I need to get some music for the stream because it's probably like eerily quiet. Sorry guys. I'm sorting out things behind the scenes. You just have to trust me that I'm not just sitting here not saying anything for no reason. I am doing stuff, I promise. Oh god. Okay, the picture I've got for Zeph kind of, I don't know why it's done it, but his face is kind of like scarily close to the camera. You know what? We'll just leave it. I think it's funny. I hope he doesn't mind. Shut up and start the stream. I wish I could. I wish I could. Have a lot of money on this game? Well, it hasn't started yet, so don't worry. Don't worry. Trust me, bro. I've got the server pulled up. Nothing's happening, okay? They're just running around in the warm-up. It seems like okay, I think everyone's in the server now. So I don't know how long it'll be, but I will transition the OBS over just so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, so I don't think there's a way that I can adjust the kill feed, unfortunately. The names are just going to be slightly different to what you're seeing on the HUD, but you can just look down for a reference as to who's who. This is a rivalry. Rooster versus MARKnLARRY. Is that mostly from ESEA League or what? Oh, I just realized, you know, they're gonna have to throw the knife around. So don't worry that the audio is dropping out. It's just if the audio ever goes, it's because I'm tabbed out. There you go. Now you have the team logos. Looks a bit nicer, and the veto up the top left there. These teams played each other all the time. Vertex versus Rooster 2 to 3 years ago. Oh, there you go. Both teams don't have their best players anymore. Yeah. No ASAP Medic for Rooster. Was TJP on Rooster as well? Yeah. And then Vexite was on... Oh, was he on... No, I'm thinking of Order. That's a different team. Too many obscure OCE teams that I don't know well enough. Yeah. I'm too young. Anyway. The night is young as we head into our pistol round. MARKnLARRY taking on Rooster here. DFRAG Open Series 5. Going to be a 3-stack setup towards B. Juices, ADK, and Reckons. We're going to have 5 Ts charging at them in just a moment. Utility goes out. First contact will be ADK. Spots the players jumping out a window. Headshot lands through the flashbang. Recon's unspotted behind the bench. He's able to get one. Swinging out, finds a second. It's a Chelios, actually. Trades come through, but in a 2v4 now, these last two Ts surely feeling surrounded. Another pick goes the way of Brace. They're just fighting for their lives here. Eventually, McCullers looked like he was going to be surrounded, but all of a sudden, it's a 2 versus 2. Brace still stuck at bench, though. Needs to get the bomb onto the site. McCullers is only on 11 HP, so he's just kind of hiding behind the pillar here. Trying not to lose his head. Brace knows he needs to get the plant down, but there's just no safe passage to the site. Smoke will allow it. Oh, but he loses his teammate. Boost goes up, but the plant will come down regardless. There is a kit dropped just to Brace's right. So time not likely to be a factor here for Chelios and Juices as they head into this 2 versus 1. Brace repositions himself towards Van. Needs to pick up both of these kills to hold them off. Chelios isn't looking. Brace is whipping the shots though, and the 1v2 doesn't quite come together. So it will be Rooster to pick up the pistol round. Plenty of time for this defuse for Chelios, and the defuse kit is going to be saved as well on Juices. So they'll be sitting pretty heading into round 2, although bomb plant will allow the possibility of a force buy here for MARKnLARRY. We'll see what the final decision is. Brace, no hesitation, has instantly brought up the AK and Kevlar. Chelios with the AWP on round 2. Is he really going to stick with this buy? Oh man, that's crazy. I think we've got a tech pause. Oh, okay. Short-lived. How many rounds per map? Yeah, 24. You can see at the top of the HUD there, we're on round 2 of 24. Tactical timeout for Rooster. Interesting. This looks like a long tactical timeout. Are they like a minute long? Or maybe I just have ADHD. Exclamation mark pick. I'm not sure what you're trying to get. I'm afraid my bot is not very sophisticated. It only has links to my YouTube channel, I think, which are outdated, so don't use it. But if you're trying to figure out what the map picks were, they're in the top left. So this is MARKnLARRY's pick, Mirage. Rooster picked Anubis, and then our decider is Inferno. I'm not crazy, right? This tactical timeout feels longer than usual. Maybe I'm just impatient. Either way, I'm happy to see that we are about to get back underway. Chelios is still holding on to that AWP, so it looks like he will be using it here in the second round of play. It's going to be up against the force buy for MARKnLARRY. A couple of Galils, AK in hand for Brace. See what comes of it. Aggressive short play from Juices. Drops the molly out towards the boxes. He's been spotted. Oh, that headshot's faster though. Brace, a little too eager. Is removed, and it's a man advantage early for the CT side. On spam not far off for Zeph, but doesn't quite land the mark. Seems like the call for MARKnLARRY is going to be a rotation back towards A. It might be in the right places. Recon's right now is the only player really on this bomb site. Skull Hunter's not far away. It will be a 2v4. As for now, the players on the B half of the map are somewhat cut off. Util going to be signaling the push. Well, that's a jungle smoke, so Skull Hunter and Recons will be able to take these fights if they want them. They're going to get them. First 2 kills, first 3 kills go the way of Rooster. And it's just Ruffleco now tucked into Firebox. Molly not going to catch him, but the bullets certainly will. Skull Hunter closing in now. And Rooster has 2 rounds. Not a single player lost as well. So the force buy comes up with nothing for MARKnLARRY. Plenty of money, plenty of weapons here for the CTs now. They're just going to be able to roll through the Glocks in round number 3. And it starts to become a question of how far can you push this advantage for Rooster. I mean, it's not every day that you have an AK and an AWP on the CT side in round 3. Nades board up for MARKnLARRY. Looks like it is going to be a window stack strategy, and it's going to take down Reckons. Better than expected, I'll say, for the T side to pick up 1 round, or 1 kill I should say already. Oh, Zen meets much the same fate though, back-to-back Kobe's. M4 recovered on your Wombat. It's going to be the best thing the T's have to fight with now. But still, you know, AWP, AK, Galil M4 in hand for the remaining players on Rooster. You'd think they'd be able to put a lid on this. Chelio's AWP. Not tested just yet. They've got this boost and they're committed to it. Disassembled at last, but I mean, Ruffleco's been positioned already. Wow, sorry, I missed that. Chelios might have been on top of Ticket with the AWP, has found a kill. Nate goes a little too far, but how much further can the T's get? 8 M4, the last one standing. And Wombat's not able to get one. Chelios' AWP closes out a 3rd round for Rooster. It's a strong start here to their opponent's map pick of Mirage. Will be a heavy B setup for the T's here in round 4. First time they really have a proper buy in hand. 5 AKs. Ooh, and one of them goes down immediately. Wombat getting picked off through the smoke. There's his teammates in the man disadvantage. Look at this push through T-spawn. Skull Hunter already clearing out so much space. This is so much info for this team. And I don't think Zeph's ready for him. He's going to fall. Only hope here is Brace managing to catch some timing. He's gone all the way through jungle. How much can you really get out of this? I mean, he has heard Reckons over towards CT. Bomb's going to make his way towards that side of the map as well. Flash goes out for Brace. Not expected that close. He's going to pick up Reckons for free. But Skull Hunter, maybe the unknown element, he's going to be able to punish. Bomb makes its way to the site now. Spray comes through from short. Not able to prevent it just yet. Plant tapped. Not going to be denied, but there it is. The stick is going to come through. 4v2 for the retake should be more than doable for Rooster. First man on the line will be McCullers. Throws a flash of his own over the top and sprays into 2. Hold on. All of a sudden, numbers evened out. Ruffleco drops down at an inopportune time. Skull Hunter's going to punish. Has to be McCullers. For the 1 versus 4. He's not going to get it. Chelios picks him up with the USP. 4 rounds straight for Rooster to start off the game. Would Vitality 13-0 any of these teams? Quite possibly. Although that's not saying much, because Vitality could 13-0 just about anyone, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not saying it's likely, but they could, you know. Rifles in hand once again for MARKnLARRY. Last round they got off to a bad start. This time they've taken a little slower of an approach. Conlurk will be the play of choice for Zeph. Right now he's not being held. Skull Hunter actually the first one being taken down over towards A. Reckon's in position to receive in top con and he sprays into both headshots. Nice and clean on the AK, but his sight will be challenged. Chelios over towards CT with the AWP, fires away but he doesn't hit the mark. Reinforcements arrive. McCullough's forced forward by the molly, hasn't cleared his corners, but somehow he gets the kill! I have no idea how ADK doesn't get him there. Brace now left in the 1 versus 3. A lot on his plate. First player up will be Juices, he's gonna fall, but Reckons is good for the trade. 4 kills in the round for him. Maybe he should have been shut down after 2. But regardless, it is the win for Rooster. And you know, I said it after the first 2 rounds. It starts to become a question of how far can Rooster push this advantage. Flashbang's out in middle, allows Wombat to take this space super fast. Already towards bottom con, but look who's on the line. Chelios with the AWP. Gonna have reinforcements in the form of ADK. Oh, sorry, that's Juices. I need to stop getting confused. Juices is Tech Deck. ADK is the other one. My apologies. But no opening picks within the first 40 seconds. Ruffleco spamming through the up smoke is going to come up empty-handed. 4 T's concentrated towards middle, but Rooster right now just holding their cards close to the chest. They want to play just very reserved on these bomb sites. It is going to allow Sniper's Nest control to be handed over. See what MARKnLARRY want to do with that. Skull Hunter and Reckons over on CT, but it looks like MARKnLARRY might be leaning towards a B hit. Rotations might be able to be cut off. McCullough is going to make it to the murder hole in time. Reckons aware of the possibility though. A real patience and discipline game now for these 2 players. ADK's hearing the steps and apps. Gonna catch the first player, but his position noted. Juices chips in with another one. And wow, all 5 full in the span of 5 seconds. That is a brutal hold for Rooster. Just absolutely shutting down everything MARKnLARRY had going. Not a single fight goes their way. The first time in a while it will be the pistols coming out. MARKnLARRY trying to secure themselves a little stronger of a buy, a little more utility needed maybe. An aggressive position taken here for ADK. It's gonna pay off for him. First one for free, second one as well. 2 more players coming his way and he's hearing him. AK spray doesn't land. Oh, hold on. Juices falls as well. So all of a sudden the T's have the B bomb site. Chelios looks to deny this bomb plant. Wombat makes his way in. McCullough's taken down through the smoke. Recon's good to deny the plant. And now it's Brace in the 1 versus 2. 2 to his name already. But the Tech 9 falls short. 7 rounds straight for Rooster on MARKnLARRY's map pick of Mirage. Zeph and Wombat right now still yet to grace the scoreboard with a kill. Gonna be the first time MARKnLARRY choose to just Go to this A-bomb site right off the rip. Race with the molly in hand. He's gonna get caught by Juices. Spray is messy though, he's traded back. Skull Hunter on the bomb site needs to deny. Does well to get one, but he's traded. 2v2 will have to be the retake for Chelios and ADK. Possibility here for a first round for MARKnLARRY. One goes down and both T's tuck into the CT spawn. They just want to play the trades. Both CTs have those defuse kits. Smoke on Chelios is big as well. There is a nade to blow it open though. Time ticking away now, just about a third of the bomb left. ADK, the first one over towards CT, spots both players, but he's removed. Grenade off the wall, trying to force open the smoke that's not even on the bomb. Chelios just playing for the frags. He's not even going to get one. MARKnLARRY finally put a round on the board. Not able to save the AWP, but, you know, you'll take what you can get at this point. Chelios AWP and Ticket in the right spot, but he's flashed off. Chance now for A-bomb site control to be taken. There are 3 CTs here to hold it back. Skull Hunter charges out and he's good for the one. Elsewhere trades come through. 3 versus 3. Rekon's in such a tough spot. He knows there's one behind him in connector and he will fall eventually. ADK being burned away from jungle. But somehow it's turned into a 2 versus 1. McCallus left alone by his teammate, just charging in maybe a little too headstrong towards jungle. Has to be him in the clutch. Chelios AWP on the line, but it has to get a little closer. Flashbang really good. Leaves him very blind. Lots of space taken now. Molotov in front of him. Nade's gonna hand a little damage, make it just a bit harder to see. More utility going out, but it doesn't matter if you can't hit the shots. Smoke on the bomb. Chelios taps. He's running out of time here. Not able to find this kill. I think McCallus has done it. 1 versus 2 clutch. Puts a second round on the board for MARKnLARRY. Once again, not able to save the AWP, but they need all the rounds they can get here on the T side. Manuelito, please don't spoil in the chat. We know that the stream's a little delayed, okay? The CSTV has to have a delay on it, otherwise, you know, there could be problems. If you want to watch the game live, go do it on HLTV, but please don't drop spoilers in the chat. Money's still good enough for another buy for Rooster. They've done well enough to battle back this B attack, but it seems like they were kind of planning on this the whole time. Rufflecoat and McCallus over towards Palace. MARKnLARRY choosing to play with the clock. Smoke's thrown in towards middle. That might have been a missed one. Looks like it landed towards chair. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Either way, Skull Hunter got a nasty surprise waiting for him on the other side of the smoke in the form of 3 MARKnLARRY players. Gonna get away from it. Just in the nick of time too. 30 seconds to go now. Smokes fly over the top. Reckons is aware. Push being signaled. Skull Hunter, what have you got right now? He's full blind, being spammed away. He's not able to get one, but Reckons is good for 2. 3 as well. Leaves them in the 3 versus 2. Chelios doesn't want to play from CT. He's going to choose to group up with his teammates. Good for that shot. And it will be McCullus in the clutch once again. This time he's got 3 players and he's not good enough for any of them. Will be an 8th round secured for Rooster. Man, Wombat's still only on 1 frag. And a tough day on the server here for him. Early fight coming into main here. Rufflecoat on the Tech 9 will be good for 1. Gets too greedy on the weapon though. So we go 4 versus 3 after the trade in middle. Boost into window hasn't been suspected just yet. Reckons could be caught off guard by this. Wombat goes on timing. Could work out well for him. He catches the back, but just not able to land the shots. Leaves Zeph in the 1 versus 4. And this looks like a 9th round on the board now for Rooster. There it is. Looking dominant on their CT side here on Mirage. Ooh, I like this mid-aggression here for Reckons. Rooster have all the confidence in the world right now. Gonna be hearing these footsteps. McCullus not ready for the smoke break. Will be Rufflecoat down in lower tunnels. He's traded back by his teammate Zeph. So it's 3 versus 3. And somehow the bomb plan has gone down. Even I missed it. Misdirection from MARKnLARRY pays off. Gets them the plant. Braces Tech 9. Almost good enough to find ADK. Doesn't quite land enough damage onto him. He will escape. Somehow Chelios' AWP doesn't quite land. Nade over towards CT. Not going to finish him off either. And they're running out of time for this retake now. 15 seconds left for Rooster. They need to make a move. 3 players left to find. 2 of them fall. Bomb being defused. Wombat, I don't think you've got this. Chelios has got it. And it will be 10 rounds in the first half for Rooster. A messy retake, sure, but the round win goes their way regardless. MARKnLARRY just unable to find their footing here whatsoever on Mirage. It'll have to be a CT pistol win if they want any chance at taking their map pick. Oof, Rufflecoat already has eaten a fat chunk of damage in the form of that Glock headshot. Brace, wow, what a flick! Takes down that Palace Lurk from Skull Hunter. It's going to leave Rooster in the 4 versus 5, but for how long can they keep it up? Not long at all. Chelios already equalizing. Now all 4 CTs bunched in towards their spawn. You'd think the round just started, but it is a retake situation. Brace has the defuse kit, and there's a bit of utility, a smoke, a flash, a nade on Wombat. Can they find their way back in? ADK says no. 2 quick kills come out for him. And a flank. Surely that's going to shut the door on this round. Reckons, there it is. 11 rounds on the board for Rooster. And surely this is the curtain call for MARKnLARRY on Mirage. I mean, the CT buy here, look at it. 2 scouts, 2 5.7s, and a deagle. Going to be very, very difficult for them to hold off these forced weapons over on the T side. 3 AKs, 1 MAC-10, 1 Galil. 5.7s are capable though. Deagle, of course, can inflict that punishment as well. So I'm not fully writing them off, but certainly not a round I consider likely for MARKnLARRY. Numbers will be sort of in the right spot though. Rooster right now, bomb's making its way over towards B, where 3 CTs lie in wait. Carlos looks to be the ace up the sleeve, boosted on top of that box. First contact will come the way of Zeph. Oh, but Brace is repositioned. Alright, there it is. Presence being made. And it's all falling apart. McCullough's the last one left on the bomb site. Hasn't been cleared, and there he goes. Just Ruffleco. No hope at winning this one. It's all he can do to try and save this Kevlar. Save the 5.7. Maybe pick up an AK for himself. Did I? Okay. I thought I just got disconnected. That would have been a shame. Only 11 HP. It's going to be a tough task even for him to just survive. Gonna get one. AK available. Drops the smoke to try and pick it up. But he's not going to survive the round. Skull Hunter with the MAC-10. 3 kills for him. Plenty of money in the bank. Same cannot be said for MARKnLARRY. It's going to have to be the force buy, of course, on match point. But I mean, like, what are you going to get here? 1 MP9. Kevlar on Ruffleco. Scout comes out. Zeph on a 5.7. Wombat on an MP7. Another 5.7 on Nicalis. I mean, for Rooster, speaking in golf terms, this is a tap-in. Nicalis isn't even ready. Skull Hunter gives up his position. He's going to drop over an AK. Did pick up 1 kill for himself, but MARKnLARRY's chances looking just a smidge better after that. Wombat getting aggressive towards middle. He's detected this player behind the boxes, but he has been spotted, and he is going to go down 3 versus 3, or sorry, 4 versus 2, I should say. Ruffleco caught as well, and it will be the lone AK in the hands of McCullough, who's already rotated his way to A, but he's going to have to find all 5 kills in the round. Good to take down Reckons, but he is going to be closed out. 80k picks it up, 13-2 for Rooster. A very dominant showing here on Mirage. Their opponent's map pick seems to be that they will not have a much tougher time on Anubis, but I'm not sure. I think there's like a 10-minute or so break between maps. So I'll just chuck it on the Be Right Back screen real quick, and I'll see you guys back here for map 2 very soon. Sorry, just turning my mic back on for a sec to inform you that Brace has said in the game chat that one person's sick and it might be a while before next map starts. They said they're trying to get somebody else on. Yeah, so I don't have any concrete information regarding that, but might seem like we have a bit of a longer wait install perhaps before the next map. So yeah. I mean, I'm connected to the server right now, so I can pull that up, you know, when this timer ends, the one that you guys are seeing on the screen right now. And then you can just, you know, look at the players running around in the warm-up. But it might be a bit of a pause before we actually get started with the map 2 Anubis. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what the deal is, but for now, we're just waiting. Hey everyone. Sorry, I'm just going to take a quick detour here. Don't worry, I don't think the game's going to start anytime soon because Mark and Larry, I believe, are still trying to find a replacement player. I'm just going to do a quick detour over to HLTV where I can give you a quick tutorial on how to find the stats because I'm seeing a lot of people that want to see some specific stats for this game. So if you go to the HLTV match page here, you can see, obviously what the game is. And you can see this scoreboard, which is like live updates of what's going on the server. But I understand that some people want more detailed statistics like headshot kills and whatever. If you want to see that sort of stuff, you can go to the specific map stats. So here, you can go to Mirage, and if you click this little stats button, it'll bring you to this page where you can scroll down, and here you can see all those nitty-gritty details that you might want to know. So someone wanted to know Skull's headshots. So you can see here, this is his kills. He got 16 kills and 4 of them were headshots. That's what the HS in bracket stands for. So if you want to find stats like that, that's where to find them. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, interesting. Looks like everyone's back in the server, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen because I won't pull up the console just because I don't want to leak the IP or anything. But I did see in chat before, it was, I believe, Brace saying that someone on MARKnLARRY was sick and that they were trying to find a replacement player. Why don't the players just have their names as their HLTV names? That's a good question. I don't know. I think they're just playing on like their home Steam accounts for this. And it's just a tournament hosted on Faceit. So it might be I think it's their Faceit usernames that you're seeing in game. Yeah. I wish that I could go in and change their in-game names. I'm sure there probably is some way for me to do that using the console, but I'm not that technically advanced, I'm afraid. Nor do I have actual access to the server itself. As I said, it's hosted on Faceit. I'm just the caster. Game should be starting soon. Yep, looks like they're going to get underway. Very good. Very nice. So I hope whoever it was that was feeling sick is feeling better. Maybe they're just playing through it. We'll see. I know this looks like it's a real knife round, but it is just going to be Rooster who are forced to lose it. Because this is their map pick. They're just going to run back first into MARKnLARRY. And I'd imagine it's going to be MARKnLARRY starting on the T side. That's usually the one of choice here on Anubis. There it is. So it will be the same 5-man lineups for both teams going into the second map of this series. If you missed it, map 1 was over pretty quick, 13-2, and that one went Rooster's way. As MARKnLARRY unable to really get anything going. We'll see if they fare any better here on Anubis. This is Rooster's map pick, and it may well be the last one we get to watch in this series. As a reminder, you're watching DFRAG Open Series 5. can find all the match pages for this tournament on HLTV or DFRAG.gg. Interesting. First contact made over towards A main for MARKnLARRY, but they haven't actually chosen to commit almost anything. Leaving Wombat to do his thing over towards middle. Confrontations coming through. Juice is brought also low by that Glock. And they're just going to back away from this. Rotation's been drawn over. There's 4 players currently towards this A bomb site. ADK the only one over on B. They're going to leave Zeph to hold it down just in case there is a re-aggress from the CTs. His Juice is holding wide for now, but they're being allowed to make their way over towards A without so much as a whimper. Rooster committed to this setup. Chelios is going to spot this contact. Brace jumping out. They are going towards the A-bomb site. And it's going to be punished hard. All 5 headshots come out for Rooster in the span of what felt like 2 seconds. MARKnLARRY, they had B available. All they had to do was go to it. It would have been only ADK, but instead they charge into the 4-stack and get shut down. Rooster pick up that CT pistol easy as you like. No bomb plant means no force buy for MARKnLARRY. It will just be 4 Glocks and Brace's Deagle to attempt to deny this second round conversion. Ooh, confidence punished. Chelios goes down early, as does Decibel. ADK dropped. Bomb recovered. Recon's trying to hold the line, trying to keep this round in their favor. Molotov lands behind Zeph. Oh, this is so cheeky. He's made his way out in the smoke. Not going to be spotted. Both players line up. Skull Hunter survives. Will be Zeph and McCallus in the 2 versus 2. The Glock on McCallus. Not the weapon you want in this fight, but he's just trying to stall for time. Running away now. Plant going to be available for Zeph. Oh, but he swings into water. It's punished by Juices, and now they have the bomb. Valiant of an effort as it was. It's going to be McCallus left now in the 1v2. No armor, just a FAMAS, which is, to be fair, better than the Glock he had before. But 30 seconds on the clock. Another smoke in front of him. The bell tolls for MARKnLARRY in the second round. Juices, you would think, will be fine to hold this off, and there it is. 3 kills for him on the A4 is going to secure the conversion for Rooster on their map pick of Anubis. It's a good start to the CT side, and you need as many of these CT rounds as you can get. Can any of these teams ever become tier 1, or is that impossible? Look, I won't say it's impossible, but I'd say it's very, very unlikely. We have had teams from OCE be, you know, debatably tier 1. I would say Rooster around, no, not Rooster, sorry, Renegades around 2019 were bordering on, if not a tier 1 team. They did come 3rd, 4th at the major after all. I don't know if it gets any more tier 1 than that. But yeah, I don't think it's particularly likely that we'll be seeing any of these 2 teams competing for S tier trophies anytime soon. Never say never, though. What's the stats website? HLTV. HLTV.org. If you just search up basically any Counter-Strike thing, it'll probably come up in the results. Ooh. Aggression into B main punished. Chelios, the last one left on A, somehow able to find the first 2 kills. Out of bullets, though. He will be traded back. Bomb site control given over. ADK on the verge of this smoke. It's Wombat to hold them off here. Kit on reckons. Oh, and they punish him. Has to be braced for the clutch. Gets the first kill, nice and easy. Flashbang goes out. Reckons avoids it. Behind the box. Molotov doesn't land, but the shots do. It will be a 3rd round converted for Rooster. Another, you know, so close. It just would have taken one thing to go the other way for MARKnLARRY. But once again, it will fall in Rooster's favor. Vox used to be tier 1 before they signed for Renegades? Fair point. I think the Renegades organization definitely has had the best results as far as internationally OCE teams go. I think that's a pretty non-controversial opinion. I mean, Vox were at, you know, big tournaments sometimes, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe they ever had much success. We saw this on the last map for Rooster. They just take a tactical timeout after these first few rounds. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it's for gameplay reasons. Juices is AFK right now, so presumably... Oh, he's back. Okay. Cool. Everything under control. Certainly looks that way on the server right now for Rooster. ADK hasn't even put a kill on the board and found his way to 3 round wins. So, chance to battle back now for MARKnLARRY. They do have the AKs in hand. Helios' AWP will be tested by this boost, or not. It's actually just going to be Zeph walking straight out into it. And he'll be more than happy to get that opening frag and move away for free. Wombat watching and waiting, but maybe knows that his moment of opportunity has long since passed. 100 Thieves got a semi-final with the boys not Renegades, is that right? Pretty sure Star Ladder Berlin 2019. Pretty sure Renegades was the team that got 3rd, 4th, but I could be wrong. Ooh, Molotov's burning Rufflecoat. Gonna be forced out of that corner. Look at all this utility coming his way. There's nothing he can do. A bomb site push being shut down at the same time. Brace has been dinked already through the smoke. What can you even do in this situation? He's gonna try and go back towards B. But it's just too much. Rooster with 4 rounds straight to start off the map. Sorry, yeah, just looked it up in the meantime. It was Renegades. They came 3rd, 4th at Star Ladder Berlin, losing to Avengar in the semifinals. Ooh, early A main push. Juices doesn't seem quite ready for it. Utility to block them off is going to be effective. Forces them away for now. MARKnLARRY, chance to take some space in the mid doors. Reckons on the line with the AK though. Denies it for now. Backed up by Skull Hunter. Gonna get dinked. Down to 10 HP. Pushes him back for now. Reckons somehow able to make it both to that corner and away from it. Nade not gonna find any damage. Hectic scenes in middle. Meanwhile, B under threat. 80k spray. Good for 1. Backed up by Reckons. Shuts down the push for now, but hold on, the Tech-9 kills finally coming through. All that damage capitalized upon. Chelios, a chance missed. Could give MARKnLARRY a way back into this game. 2 versus 2 post plant found for Zepp and Ruffleco by some miracle. Feels like they need the grace of God to find the rounds in these games right now. Chelios is all hungry for a frag, but it's not going to be given to him, not so easily. Footsteps made now. Presence heard, but Ruffleco's found himself in the 1 versus 2. Only 12 HP, and he's been taken down through the smoke. The fuse, plenty of time for Chelios. 5 rounds straight for Rooster to start off their map pick. I mean, it's just what I said before, right? MARKnLARRY just cannot buy a round. Not with $1 million. My apologies if the stream lags at all, by the way. My internet has some issues sometimes. If it freezes, try refreshing it. Sometimes that can make it a little better. But otherwise, yeah, just try to look past it if you can. I apologize. Mid control being given to MARKnLARRY, all but for free. Look at this. Brace is all the way in CT spawn. Whether he'll be able to do anything with this position remains to be seen. Great awareness from ADK, but his aim doesn't quite match it. Reckon's good for the trade. B-bomb site's still under control for now. 3 versus 4 situation. Zeph's flank gets sniffed out as well. It will be Ruffleco and Wombat trying to make their way out, but to no avail. Wombat's Orb left cowering in B main. 4 players in front of him, 20 seconds on the clock. Saving is the right call, I'm afraid. And things just do not seem to be getting any better for MARKnLARRY. By some miracle, your Wombat is able to survive the round. That would have been the salt in the wound for sure if he went down, but by the grace of God, he's allowed to survive. I don't even know how whoever that was with the USP. We just won't talk about it, okay? It's less embarrassing for everyone involved. MARKnLARRY still trying desperately to put just 1 round on the board here on Anubis. I'm new to CS2. Are these pro teams? Sort of. These are very good players. They're all definitely like the highest rank the game has to offer. But they're not like salaried organizations. Oof, Skull Hunter gets caught heavily by that flashbang. It's coming over from the canal. First time in a while the man advantage goes the way of MARKnLARRY, but just as quickly it's ripped away. And it will be the 3 versus 2 now. Sorry, I'm doing a really bad job at keeping track of these kills, but the action's just happening all across the map. Things get a little simpler. Reckons as what looks to be a 2 versus 1 engagement, although his teammate's on the way. Cavalry may just arrive in time for Rooster. Jig will be up in just a second as soon as Ruffleco's spotted. Wombat on the line though. Unscopes. Smoke in front of these 2 players. Hold on. MARKnLARRY with a golden opportunity, and there it is. Ruffleco on 1 HP is just about able to convert it. At long last, MARKnLARRY have a round, and they get it 1 round earlier than they did on Mirage. But that's not saying much when they did it go on to lose that map 13-2. So when you go on HLTV, wear headshots on stats. Okay, if you go to the HLTV match page, you should be able to see the map, like Veto, the pick ban. It'll say like Mirage, Anubis, Inferno. If you click on the stats button for Mirage, that's where you can see the stats for that map. And when this one finishes, you'll be able to see the stats for it too, I think. Race, first one out middle with the bomb, gets taken down, but trades come through. Good start here for MARKnLARRY. Once again, a man advantage found. Once again, a chance to put a round on the board. A main control doesn't mean much if you're Rooster, as Chelios' AWP is feeling very much isolated, aware that the flankers come through CT in previous rounds. This time it's not looking to be the case. Such a tough choice here for MARKnLARRY. Which side of the map do you choose to finish up on? C4 makes its way through Temple. Chelios will be Rooster's only hope at denying this. He doesn't really have an angle to stop it from getting through. Looks like he might be getting in position to save. Wombat wants to get away from the angle. Chelios has realized that it's too little too late. On plant not able to be stopped. And the money's not even good for Rooster, so definitely wouldn't surprise me if we just see a save coming out from them. There it is. So 2 rounds on the board. MARKnLARRY, 8 rounds into Anubis, match their total on Mirage. But it feels like there's still a long road ahead if they want to find a way back into this series. AWP is still in hand for both teams. Will be Chelios taking an aggressive angle towards E-Box. They have a smoke in front of him, so denied that early fight he was looking for now. Only one player in middle, it's Skullhunter, and he will be tested early. Zeph on the line with the AK will be taken down. Man advantage goes the way of Rooster. And what looked like the best way in for MARKnLARRY in these last 2 rounds, this time will not be an option. Presence detected towards A. I mean, the setup's good. If you're Rooster right now, you really don't have too much to worry about. Everything is just about accounted for. As I say that, they turn their backs to A main, but it's the right choice as all the MARKnLARRY players make their way towards other parts of the map. Skullhunter taken down in middle. Messy spray for juices gets the job done. And it will be Wombat in the 1 versus 4. Much as it looked like they could have had a way back in there, it is ripped away. Now with 4 CTs in front of him, he does well to find the first. Next one up will be Juices, swings in and catches them swapping guns. 7 rounds on the board for Rooster. 3 more to go on their CT side. Can they match the total they had on Mirage? As a reminder, it was a 10-2 half over there. And already, if you're MARKnLARRY, this is somewhat got away from you. As, you know, I would say Anubis, even after those changes, still considered to be a T-sided map. Going to be difficult for them to find a way back into this game. Skullhunter once again has found early positioning outside A. Seems like MARKnLARRY are aware of that and maybe looking to take advantage of the fact that mid is being left unoccupied. They just choose to walk through. They'll meet no resistance. Rotation coming through now for Reckons. Might have been heard. Chelios' ult finds one through B main. That pick comes for free. And another one, Brace caught on the mid lurk. Wombat tries to trade but unable to do so. Chelios just straight through the smoke. Rips another one back. I mean, the bombs dropped outside B. These last two players in middle, Wombat and McCullers, what are you going to do? 5 players to find and they're all over the place. Skullhunter outside A. Reckons holding down mid. Chelios and ADK on B. Juices will make the first contact and he's going to get McCullers nice and easy. Bomb recovered for Wombat with 25 seconds on the clock. What are you going to do with it? I suspect ADK or Chelios will have the answer for us. Nothing. Oh nice, we got the 10-second music bug. That's my MVP kit you're hearing. Shout out Knock 2. Gonna be an early B push here for MARKnLARRY. Finally some pace introduced onto their T side. Pays off with 1 kill. ADK still fighting. He's traded back though. Oh, this is so interesting. Brace in the carpets position. Been able to pick up 1 frag, but Reckons trades back 2 versus 2. And while it seemed certain that this push was coming over towards B, all of a sudden the open path is A. Skullhunter trying to do the mental calculus here, figure out where this push is actually coming. Bomb's been boosted through middle. Brace looks to connect with his teammate through Canal, and it seems like they're going to avoid the danger that is Skullhunter. Although, as I say that, Wombat walks out right into him! I genuinely am just baffled by what I just watched. I mean, Brace is running out on B, he's clearing everything. I don't know what the logic was there for Wombat. Maybe he just wanted to keep moving, scared of a flank. Either way, the bomb's dropped, but Skullhunter doesn't know where this last player is. He has no idea that Brace has already taken the same position that he was just in. Bomb going to be able to be recovered. And he has the right idea. He's looking at the correct angle right now. 20 seconds on the clock and you're going back to CT spawn? Brace, you're running out of time, man. He's got to rush back to the A bomb site. Skullhunter's already here, though. Footsteps being made. He's going to be aware of this. And Brace, you have to stick to plan. Fakes it out instead. Fight goes the way of Skullhunter. 9 rounds on the board for Rooster after a messy, messy round for MARKnLARRY. It looked like they managed to find the gap to just about draw enough attention towards B and then make the rotation to A, but a little bit of overcooking there, I might say. Just doesn't quite fall in their favor. Last round of the first half. Brace, that's a good opening. There you go, 2 in a row. Gives the A bomb site right over to MARKnLARRY. It has to be the 5 versus 3 to come through for Rooster. Or 3 versus 5, I guess I should say. But all goes well. This should be the 3rd round on the board for MARKnLARRY. Smoke in front of CT is going to make this oh so difficult, but Brace is playing inside of it. Skullhunter is going to blow it open with a nade. Flashbang in front of him. Trades come through. 2 versus 3. Hold on. Chance still for Rooster somehow. Reckons has found another frag. Oh no, not like this, MARKnLARRY. Wombat on the line with the AWP. He's good to take out the first player. And the second. There it is. 3 rounds on the board. At last, something, a respite for MARKnLARRY. But for how long will it last? CT pistol necessary if they want to prolong the series. Otherwise, it's going to be Rooster taking it in 2 maps. Caster is great. Caster has tier 1 potential. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. CT pistol, like I said, is going to be required for MARKnLARRY. Oh, the first 2 kills do not go their way. Zeph, though, backed up by Brace. There's still a chance. They're still fighting. Chelios now in the 1 versus 3. Running out of bullets, but he's found another kill. 1 versus 1. Ruffleco and Chelios, the last 2. In a game of wits. Chelios trying to fake steps towards middle, I think, but gonna actually make his way back to B. Ruffleco is biting on it. He's going over towards the wrong bomb site right now. Chelios, this is as good of a chance as you're gonna get if he just walks right out. And he does. The plant's available to him. Ruffleco now realizes the situation. No defuse kit for him. He's going to need to find this kill quickly. Look at this position Chelios is in. It's so difficult to clear out. He's hearing the steps. Ruffleco not being stealthy about this at all, but he does catch Chelios. 12 HP, just not enough for the job. So it will be the defuse, and it will be a 4th round at least for MARKnLARRY. How long can they keep this up? How long can they stop Rooster from taking their map, from taking the series? Stick around. So as a reminder, this is an opening group game for the DFRAG Open Series 5. If you want to view the whole tournament bracket, you can find it on HLTV or dfrag.gg. But it's the same format as I think the same format as the Wildcard LAN and the Locals LAN. That were 2 tournaments hosted over in Brisbane earlier in the year. So if you watch those, it's the same format as that. Essentially, 2 groups. Both groups have 4 teams. And I think 3 teams make it out of each group into the... Actually, it might be 2 teams. I'm not sure. My memory's bad. Anyway, you can find it on HLTV or DFRAG. Been talking over this force by Rooster. Positioning towards B. Lost a player early on in the form of ADK. It was just the Deagle. And now the real challenge begins for the MARKnLARRY hold. Wombat. It's been spotted and tagged up. Team damage coming through, but will it be of consequence? McCullers is M4. Still undetected towards B main. Flashbang goes out and the crossfire is brutal. 1 player survives and it's Chelios. Will have the plan available to him. Chooses not to stick. Interesting call to make. They're going to be aware of it. What have you got for us, Chelios? How long can you play with the time? Brace is going to have a 1v1 coming. Oh no. Chelios has found it. 20 seconds. I think he knows he doesn't have time to go A. He's faked the steps. We'll have another 1v1, but it is going to be Zeph closing out a 5th round. 3 kills for him. Shutting down the force buy for Rooster. And now, MARKnLARRY, they have a chance to make this competitive. Only 2 on B. They'll have a lot of players to deal with. McCullers comes up empty-handed and Zeph's only good for one. Fast rotation in from Brace, but he can't deny the plant. Oof. Quick burst through the smoke takes down ADK. And it will be Skull Hunter and Reckons on the other side of this. 2 versus 2 now. Bomb ticking. Wombat has the defuse kit. Chelios in A main, or B main. AK's in hand for the last 2 Ts. Oh no. MARKnLARRY. Where does it go wrong? Round 15 is the answer. 10 rounds on the board for Rooster. Just 3 more required to close out the series now. Interesting. Mid has been left open here for MARKnLARRY. Brace eventually gets into position. He does do so in a timely manner. Interesting smoke for Ruffleco. I don't think that one turned out quite the way he intended. Force buy has not started well for MARKnLARRY. They're already down a man. Zeph on the AWP. Good for 1, but feel like that needs to be recovered now. Hold on. It's another one going the way of Ruffleco. Things might be coming together. Braces 5-7 finds a third. 3 versus 2 found and the bomb's been dropped. Flank from ADK. Doesn't hit the mark, but Skull Hunter does. Dropping out of that mid window. They need to recover the C4. Brace knows that he has such a powerful position right now. The bomb's been recovered, but where can you go with it? A's been cut off. Path back towards B is being guarded by Ruffleco. Flank coming in though, that's so smart. ADK clears out that position. And now Ruffleco, the last CT, well and truly far away from this. 30 seconds. They should just make their way into the open A bomb site. And it feels like this round is going to fizzle out for MARKnLARRY. As much as the 5-7s tried. Yo, Church, what's up? Thanks for the raid, brother. How is your game? Is it already done? Did Abyssal win? I saw they took the first map 13-2. Abyssal 2-0, yeah, figures. AWP gonna be saved for Ruffleco. And Rooster will put themselves one step closer to closing out this series. Second map, MGO got some on the board, but I reckon CT side nuke. Tough.
Terrorists win.
Fighting to stave off match point are MARKnLARRY. AWP going to be dropped over to Wombat. And he's going to have to do a lot with it as the rest of his teammates only on the pistols. Going to be too slow to catch this first player. Second one available and Skull Hunter falls. Pistol shut down though. A bomb site available. Rooster charge on in. Brace from the stairs. Taps away with the deagle and lands a lot of damage. But no frags come through until Zeph with the 5-7 just spams through the smoke. It's a 3 versus 3 now. Plant available. Chelios has it. ADK only on 3 HP. This is not impossible. But will MARKnLARRY give it a go? Last 2 players without the AWP, of course, I'd imagine will be more likely. They play for overtime. Wombat steps up. And he takes down ADK, but he loses both his teammates. No defuse kit. He's just going to have to save. It looked like there might have been a chance a way back in for MARKnLARRY, but it will be match point for Rooster. It will be series point, and it will be the saved AWP on Wombat, along with presumably the buy that the rest of his team will have. to try and keep this going. It will be the full buy for MARKnLARRY. But Rooster now have 7 chances to put this game to bed. Skull Hunter steps up on B, and he steps into the headshot. 2 kills go back the way of MARKnLARRY, so a man advantage for them. Reckon's position yet to be detected. Michaelis and Brace looking to re-clear this together. Brace is good for the kill. And the spam through the smoke. Wow. I don't think he even saw anything. Just straight up removes Skull Hunter. Now it will be Chelios in the 1 versus 4. He's looked somewhat convincing in these clutches, but unable to finish the job as of yet. Knows that there's another player here. But Brace has already made his way through the B main smoke. Chelios, how good is your awareness? All the footsteps he makes will be heard. So, yeah, MARKnLARRY are going to be able to close it out. Or close out a round. 6 more to go if they want overtime, though. Still a long, long road ahead of them. Bit of a weaker buy here for the Rooster side. Tech 9 on Reckons and a Mac 10 on Skull Hunter. Could be one of the better chances MARKnLARRY have to put another round on the board. Nice opening for Wombat. Get back on the line in time. Oh, but he actually looks away from it. And that gives Skull Hunter a little more chance to position close to it. Oh, the trades come through. It's a collateral for Reckons. This could be disastrous for MARKnLARRY. Ruffleco now the only player left towards the A side of the map. And as soon as he's detected, it's going to be 80k. Flash in front of him. Both players swing in. Ruffleco's good for the spray down. Oh, crisis averted for MARKnLARRY. And now Juices with quite the clutch at his feet. Ruffleco hasn't seen him out towards the fountain, so there is a path here. There's a way back in. I think his toes might have been spotted. No. I have no idea. I think Juices might have gotten across. He has been detected now, though. Nade goes out. But Ruffleco gets away from it. Smoke in front of him. 30 seconds. I mean, Juices, what can you even do? He's waiting for some sort of flank, but little does he know, all 3 CTs are currently just sitting just about on top of the bomb. They really do not want to give him a chance. And why would you? So he's just going to save his AK, save his armor. He's got a fair bit of utility as well. And it's going to be just about all Rooster have to work with in the next round, as the rest of the team are dirt poor. Going to be 4 players towards A main. I think Brace has heard the steps. AK removed immediately, but recovered just as fast. 2 CTs here to hold this. They're doing the job for now. Chelios will be good for a second frag. Tries to make his way out to the bomb site now. Flashbang gonna be good enough for the cross. Molotov lands in front of Wombat, and he's gonna be forced away. Plant tapped for Chelios, but he doesn't stick it. Drops a smoke now. He will go for the C4. Gets it down, but for how long can he live? Not long at all. 8 rounds fought back for MARKnLARRY, and now the gap closes to 4. One step at a time. They pull themselves up the cliff face. All it takes is one loose hold. This is so aggressive, MARKnLARRY. Will they regret it? Michaelis doesn't think so. Good for 2 frags, backed up by Brace. It is going to be an advantage, but... I mean, they've created an interesting situation here. Rooster now in a 2 versus 3. ADK very much separated from Juices. Made his way out onto A. Brace has just missed this timing. Juices in position in Fountain, but he looks away from the angle. He's been detected, and now rotation comes over. Wombat in camera isn't even required. Brace just walks through the Molotov, and now it will be ADK in the clutch. It would have to be a 1 versus 3 to close out the map. He's got the bomb on his back. Right now, he's going to find the first. 2 1v1s available to him. Brace is on low HP, but he's opting for the B bomb site for now. 40 seconds to play with ADK. What have you got? I don't think Brace could hear that footstep. Oh, this could be so devious. ADK. No way he can pull off this 1 versus 3. Brace has no idea. He's going to get this kill for free. Zeph has to scramble over to the A-bomb site, but ADK's got plenty of time for the plant. A full belt of utility for the post-bomb hold. And it just comes down to a raw 1 versus 1. Zeph, that smoke in front of him. He just walks right through it. It's the right play. Doesn't give up the info. ADK playing so safe. He's just waiting for the tap, waiting for some piece of information that gives off this last position. Zeph is sniffing it out. He knows where he's coming, but he's running out of time. C4 ticks away. Molly in front of him. ADK goes around it. Gets off the bomb. I think Zeph has time for it. Oh, he just about denies the 1v3. A nice try for ADK. It would have had to be the 4K 1v3 clutch. But it will be MARKnLARRY to hold on. Just about. They keep climbing this mountain. OT 3 rounds away. This one feels like a gimme. 4 pistols and a Galil. But, of course, Rooster will be testing them. And oh no, Brace. He's been dropped already. Zeph, util in hand, gets his gun out in time. Oh, and the kills do come through for MARKnLARRY, so it will be Chelios now. Just a P250 in the 1v3. You'd think this isn't possible. And it's not. 2 rounds to go for MARKnLARRY. Rooster, at this point you are sweating. You've dropped 4 straight. Match point has been here. But have you gotten complacent? No early round engagements anywhere on the map. It will be Juices flashed in towards A main. These two players just tucked both behind the pillar. It's Ruffleco somewhat playing the bait for Zeph. Race going to be flushed out of his spot by the molly. There it is. Opening goes the way of Zeph. Or Ruffleco, I should say. Either way, it's MARKnLARRY finding themselves a man up. B-bomb side under threat. It's Wombat, the only man in position to stop it, and it's a great shot through the pixel peak. Here's that player burning. Skull Hunter makes his way out to Pizza. Wombat in a good spot to deny. Spots him jumping over. Oh, wallbang doesn't land. And Skull Hunter gets away with it. 3v4 post plant now for Rooster. One round is all they need. And this is as good a chance as you're going to get. Cheliosorp finds position towards CT and is good for the first frag. 3 more to go. Wombat goes down. It's just Ruffleco. And there it is. Rooster close out 13-10. A very nice try for MARKnLARRY. They battled back so hard into this game. From a 9-2 deficit, they clawed their way back to 10-12. But in the end, it's too much to overcome. Rooster close out 13-10. And they move themselves along to the decider game of Group A here in the DFRAG Open Series 5. Oh yeah, that's it. I don't know, I guess I'll go show you guys the HLTV so we can have a look at the stats. Here you go, just refresh the page real quick. Yeah, so if you want to see stats, by the way, this is how you do it. Just go down here, and I actually missed this until some people in chat pointed it out, so thanks guys. You click the advanced button, and that's a much easier way of just seeing all the stats, at least for the, I think this is just for the ongoing map. Maybe it's the series as a whole, I'm not sure. Either way, it'll quickly refresh soon, now that the game is over. You can see all the stats there. So, yeah. Thanks everyone for joining me. You've been watching Rooster versus MARKnLARRY at DFRAG Open Series 5. It will be Rooster taking on Abyssal tomorrow at the same time. This one started today, so it says 16:30 p.m. That's my time, Western Australia time. It's the Universal Coordinated Time +8. So if you want to convert it to your time zone, you can just search Perth time to my time. Or, you know, if you just go on HLTV yourself, you can see the times. I think all the games are starting at the same time, just on different days. So, you know, it'll be the same time every day. I won't be here tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday, but I should be back on Friday to cover this decider match to see who makes it from the lower bracket. So that'll be the loser of Abyssal versus Rooster versus the winner of MGL versus MARKnLARRY. So if you want to watch that, you can catch it here on Friday. Otherwise, you can go to any match page here on HLTV, and under this live section, you should be able to see the streamers. DFRAG is not going to be streaming any of these games, by the way. So if you want to watch it, you'll have to find a community streamer like myself. If you enjoy watching, you know, please drop a follow. If you want to see other stuff that I'm doing that's sometimes not on my channel, you can go follow me over on Twitter, and I post all my stuff there. Yeah, all those links are in the description. Otherwise, thank you so much everyone for joining me. That's about all I have for you today, and yeah, I'll be back on Friday, so I hope to see you all then. But until that time, I will say goodbye. Thanks for joining me.